becoming yet another turnover-filled, disappointing loss against the Arizona Cardinals about 10 days ago. The New Orleans Saints, 2-5, who miraculously are still in the race for the NFC South title, were facing the Las Vegas Raiders, 2-4, in the Caesars Superdome. Still besieged by injuries, the Saints were however sticking with quarterback Andy Dalton despite former starter Jameis Winston being allegedly healthy. Despite turning the ball over numerous times against the Cardinals, Dalton has led to a resurgence of the Saints' offense. On the other side of the ball however, the Saints' defense has been anything but the strong unit that was expected before the season began. In the first half, the Saints would draw first blood, with Alvin Kamara scoring, astonishingly, his first touchdown of the season to give New Orleans a 7-0 lead late in the first quarter. The Saints would add a field goal in the second quarter after a Raiders botched fake punt that backfired and gave New Orleans a short field. On the ensuing Raiders drive, Tyrann Mathieu would show his instinct for the ball again, picking off a Pete Werner-tipped pass from Derek Carr to Hunter Renfrow, and giving the Saints the ball at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Andy Dalton would engineer a drive culminating with a touchdown pass to Alvin Kamara to give New Orleans a 17-0 lead midway through the second quarter. New Orleans would drive all the way into the Raiders' red zone again late in the second quarter, but showing no urgency or aggressiveness whatsoever, the Saints would stall and play for the field goal, a 38-yard attempt that the struggling Wil Lutz would miss, to give New Orleans a 17-0 lead at half. On the season, Lutz is now 12 of 17 in field goal attempts. No very good. In the second half, the Saints started with the ball, and engineered a 75-yard touchdown drive as Andy Dalton found a streaky Alvin Kamara in the seams for a touchdown to give New Orleans a 24-0 lead early in the third quarter. Through the third quarter, New Orleans would hold the Raiders scoreless, in what was the Saints' most dominant defensive performance of the season thus far. In the fourth quarter, the Saints would bleed the clock, holding the ball for most of the quarter, content to protect a 24-0 lead.